Simple or continuous? Yes, present perfect simple. As beginning, what is the meaning of the present perfect simple in Arabic? Yes, please. Yes, when do we use the present perfect simple? In what situation do we use this tense? Present perfect simple. This is, of course, the line of tenses. Okay? This is the present. When do we use the present perfect simple? I mean, why? To show what? In which situation do we use the tense? Yes, please.
When we talk about more information, we use it.
Yeah. Who else? Yeah, for example, we use the past simple tense to refer to an activity, I mean an action that started and ended at the same time in the past. صحيح هنا? The past simple. We use the past simple tense to refer to an action that started and ended at the same time in the past. What about the present perfect simple? يعني if you look at this sentence, he has lost his key. What does that mean? Yes, please.
A verb having an end in the same time.
And
And.
what about the result? Yes?
No.
Good. So the present perfect simple, we have just one idea. I want you to know, to memorize just one simple rule. The rule is that we use the present perfect simple to refer to show an activity that started in the past and finished at the same time. But the result of the action continued until the present, until now. واضح؟ يعني for example, he has lost his key. معناه he still doesn't have what? His key. واضح؟ من أقول for example, Ahmed has broken the window. This means that the window is still broken at the time of speaking, but not, يعني the action is not continuous. The action has finished at the same time. Finished, I mean, in the past, yes. But the result continued until the present. واضح؟ يعني دخلنا آياتكم ولقينا الشباك مكسور. هو يمتى انكسار؟ بالماضي، بس والنتيجة؟ الشباك شبيه؟ الحدث مستمر لو بس النتيجة مالته. هو هذا present perfect simple. With the present perfect simple, we have only the result of the action, the activity, not the activity itself. The result. لأنه he has lost his key. This means that he still doesn't have his key at the time of speaking. واضح? If you want to compare between he has lost his key and he lost his key, what will you say? Compare between the two sentences. I mean, compare between the underlying parts of the two sentences. Yes? You want to say something? Yes, you want to compare? Yes?
In the first sentence, he has lost his key and didn't find her.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, so he still doesn't have his key at the time of speaking.
Yes.
What about the second one?
Lost it and he have it now.
Who said that?
Because the action is happening in the past and the end.
No. Thank you. Who else? Yes, okay, the first one is of course in the present perfect simple, صح؟ هذه الأولى. He has طبعا the rule of this tense. Don't forget subject.
Subject.
Yeah.
Has or
Has. Plus.
past.
Well, this is the rule. Yeah.
Second.
Yeah.
And then present.
No. Well, look please. The first one, he has lost his key, is a present perfect simple sentence. Okay? The second one, he lost his key, is a past simple sentence. Okay? So the second one is in the past simple. What is the difference between them? Yani if I ask you to compare between them, you can say, yes please? No. You can't say that. The first sentence, he still doesn't have his key at the time of speaking. While in the second one, we don't know what happened. What happened to him? Why? Simply because he lost his key at a specific point in the past. And we don't know what happened after a while. Do we know what happened after then? No. After that time? Of course we don't know what happened. Maybe he found it or maybe not. Okay? So this is the past simple. لأنه هو يعبر عن past simple, a specific point, a certain point in the past. an action that happened and ended at the same time in the past. We do not have a result complete. Here we have a result. The result is he still doesn't have his key. While the second one, we don't know what happened to him, whether he found it or not. Okay? واضح طلاب? So this is the major use of present perfect simple. We use it to express an activity that happened in the past, and its result continues until now. واضح؟ صار حدث هنا وانتهى، بس النتيجة ايش فيها؟ مستمرة. في حين هذه الجملة الثانية اللي هي past simple، حدث صار هنا هم بالماضي و ended at the same time، بعد ما عندنا لا result ولا activity. Okay? Clear? Sure? So, and again, don't forget that present perfect simple is often used to deliver new information. And for example, when I utter a sentence using present perfect simple, this means that the information that I'm delivering you is a new one, not old information. No new information?
Yes.
معلومات جديدة. هذا يستخدم to give you a new information. من أقول, oh, I've cut my finger. This means that this is a new information. واضح؟ لأنه if it's not new, so we have to use the past symbol. أنت راح تسألني هسه مو قلت لك I've cut my finger. When I deliver you a certain information for the first time, we have to use present perfect symbol. But if we continue talking about it, we have to use the past symbol. هذا مين قلت لك I've cut my finger وأنت تسألني تقول لي شلون قطعت أصبعك شلون أقول لك well أنت راح تسألني تقول لي how did you do it? How did you cut it? أقول لك well I cut it for example while using a knife. Okay, so when we talk about something for the first time, we use the present perfect symbol. But when we continue talking about it, we use the past symbol. Okay? Don't forget, present perfect symbol is used to give the new information. واضح هنا? Well, these are the adverbs that are used with the present perfect symbol. Just, already, and yet. Those are among the huge list, the long list of verbs that are used in the present perfect simple. اللي هم just, already, yet. What's the meaning of just? In English, of course. Yes?
We use just in short time.
Yeah, short time ago. I've just had lunch. I توّن تناولته. So, short time ago. What about already? Yes, please.
We're talking about when we use the already.
This means that we are talking about sooner than expected.
Yes.
Sooner than why haven't you sent the letter? You're like, well, I've already sent it. Sooner than expected, and yet is used in
Yet only use negative or
question sentences at the end of the sentence. It is placed, it is situated at the end of the sentence. واضح? Yet is used only in negative and the question sentence at the end of the sentence. I haven't seen David yet. Yet at the end of the sentence, while already and just are used after, are situated, are placed after have was. Okay? The last point, which is very important, is the comparison between gone and been. Look, please. Number one, Jim has gone to Italy, and Jim has been to Italy. What is the difference between them? Who asks? What's the difference in meaning, of course? As far as meaning is concerned, what's the difference between Jim has gone to Italy and Jim has been to Italy? What can you say? Yes, please.
In the first, he come in this time or he in the way.
Yeah, number one, right? The first sentence? Yes?
The second sentence, he come back now.
Yes, thank you. Who else? Yes, please.
The first sentence, Jim he has gone to Italy, but no
Come back.
come back.
Yeah.
Second, but been to Italy for
Yes, thank you. Now.
We use the first sentence gone when somebody went somewhere and hasn't come back. And the second one been, we use it when you visited someplace and he has come back. He didn't stay there.
He is already here.
He's really
Right?
yeah.
So the difference between them, how did it بالكم? This is very important for your exams. The first one, Jim has gone to Italy, has two possibilities. This sentence, the first one has two meanings, two possibilities. Either Jim is in his way to Italy, he is in his way now to Italy, or he is already there in Italy. Yeah, he has gone, he is not back, he hasn't come back. Okay, this is the first one, two possibilities. Either he is in his way to Italy, or he is already there in Italy. Okay, number one. Number two has been shown أقول أنا كنت بإيطاليا. This means that he has gone to Italy and now he is back. He is here now at the time of speaking. Okay? واضح? Clear? Sure? Any question? Who can repeat? Who can summarize the unit? Yes, please.
Present perfect simple. Subjects and have has and past participle. And we use
Yes.
explain an activity that's happened in the past and recently now with now.
Yes.
And I use already and yet.
Yes. Come on. Yes, thank you. Who else? No. Yes.
Present perfect symbol. It is used to express action that happened in the past, and the result is continuous right speaking time.
Yeah.
We are used the form subject plus have or has plus past participle and complement. It is used to give a new information, like I lost my key.
Yeah, this is completely new information for me.
Yes, you didn't know.
I didn't know
Yes.
before.
We have used.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. That's it. دعاء. Yes, Zainab?
We use just already and yet with the present perfect we use just and already in the beginning of sentences and yet in the just already with the just a minute.
At the end of the sentence.
No,
Yeah.
in the beginning.
Okay. Go on. Yes.
Yet in the end.
Yes, thank you, Zainab. Who else? Yes, Stefan.
We use gone and been gone when someone has went somewhere and hasn't come back, like he is in his way.
Or he is already.
He's already there.
Yeah.
And
But
we use been for somebody who went somewhere and came back, like he has gone
and
now
he is now
here.
here. Okay. واضح? Any question? Sure. So when do we use the present perfect symbol? What is the major rule? What is the major rule of using present perfect symbol to express what? Yes.
Something happened in the past and we have new information.
Yes, thank you. Who else? What is the major rule? Yes, please.
Something happened in the past and still.
Not still. No, please, not still. Something happened and ended. But now we have just the result. The result of that activity. احنا دخلنا and we found that the window is broken. إذن عندنا ما عندنا احنا activity, عندنا result. Okay? Yes. So, any question, please? Sure? Open your books, please. Page 15, exercises. Exercise, you are required to do exercises 1, 2, and 4. Okay? 1, 2, and 4. Yes. Exercise 1. Who can start? Your name? Yes, Marwa. Exercise 1. Exercise 1. No. Exercise 1. التمرين الأول. Situations. Yeah. Read the verse. Yes, good. I want you to do number 2. Yeah? Yes, this means that she has broken her leg. She has broken her leg. Okay? Number 7. Yes, Ali? Bidayal, Ahmed? Ali? Hassan? Yes, number 7. Temperature.
Was 28 degree. Now it is only 12.
Yeah.
Temperature
The temperature has what? The temperature has fallen. Yeah, the temperature has fallen. Yes. Then exercise 2. Yes, please. Yeah, using the verbs in brackets with using those adverbs, just, already, and yet. I mean, you have to put the words in order to make sentences, okay? Yes.
Yes, I have just seen her.
I have just seen her. Yes. Number 6. Yes, your name? Ustad Hassan?
Are your friends here yet? Yes.
They
have
just
arrived.
arrived. Yes. Exercise 4, please. You have to put in either been or gone, depending on the meaning, on the content. Yes, please, your name? No. Hello. Hello. Not hello. Hello.
I have just been to
The shops. I've bought lots of things. So been or gone? Yes, me. What about number 3? Yes, please. Alice isn't here at the moment. She newspaper, yes. That's so number 3 takes well gone. Okay? So any question? Where is the eraser? One second. Where is it? Where is the eraser? No, hi, fine. Unit 8. Yeah. Unit 8. So again, this unit, it is an addition or a complement for the previous one. Also, we have present perfect simple. Here, what I want you to know on this unit is that the word been to means what? The same as visited. Yani gone and now is back. Not gone. Been to here in this sentence means what? يعني هسه هاي الجملة have you been to China? It means have you visited China? Okay? So the meaning of been in this unit, present perfect simple means what? Visited. Hi, this is number one. Number two, we have a little list of adverbs in addition to yet, just, or already, recently. We have these adverbs today, this year, this week. Those adverbs are used with the present perfect simple on condition that those periods are not finished at the time of speaking. يعني شنو؟ هذول الظروف نستخدمهم لهذا الزمن شرط انه this today or this year or this week are not finished at the time of speaking. يعني إذا أقول I have read 3 books this week, this is correct, but on condition that this week is not finished. واضح؟ هذه المصطلحات today تشوفون today إذا finished it will become what? A past simple sentence. But since it is not finished, so we have to use today, this week, this year with the present perfect simple. Okay? واضح ولا لا؟ Those adverbs are used with the present perfect simple to refer that, to say or to mean that the periods of those time, of those adverbs are not finished at the time of speaking. Okay? من أقول I have read 3 books this week. I have drank 3 cups of tea today. Today is not finished. We are in the middle of the day. صحيح? We are at the beginning of the week. So those periods are not finished at the time of speaking. And the last point, I mean, we have a certain expression. You know expression? تعبير fixed, not changed. اللي هو هذا. It is the first or the second or the third or the fourth or number. It is the first time plus present perfect simple sentence. يعني for example, it is the first time plus present perfect simple sentence plus I have driven a car. Or it is the second time I have drank a cup of tea. It is the third time I have been to Turkey. Okay? This is called a fixed expression, certain expression that is used with the present perfect simple. Yeah, and in this unit we do not have something important like the previous one. Then you have already acquainted, you have already familiar with the use, the rule of present perfect simple as well as the meaning of the tense. So I don't think that we have something important. We have just additions, we have just complements and other ideas for the topic, but they are not as important as the points that are mentioned in the previous one. Okay, I'm going to repeat them one by one, and I'm going to ask other students to repeat them after me. Number 1, been to in this unit with the present perfect simple means what? Visited. يعني we can say in other words, in this sentence, have you been to China? We can say that, have you visited China? Okay, this is number 1. Then, those adverbs are used with the present perfect simple in case, on condition that those periods, I mean this year, today, those periods are not finished. They are still, we are still within the time allotted of the week. We are still within the time of the day, still the time of the year. Okay? وهذا الجملة. I have read 3 books this week. I have, for example, I have been to Baghdad 4 times this year. This year is not finished. بعد 5 أيام أو 4 أيام. This year is not finished. We are left with what? 4 days. Okay? هذول شوف we use present perfect simple with today, this week, this year when those periods are not finished at the time of speaking. And the last one is the expression اللي هو it is the first time, second time plus present perfect simple. يعني معناها هاي المرة الأولى اللي أسوق سيارة، المرة الأولى اللي أشرب فلان شراب، المرة الأولى اللي أذهب لفلان مكان. أوكي؟ ما عندي شيء جديد، هي الوحدة كلها هذه. Any question? Sure? Yes, I want some students to summarize the unit, to repeat after me. Yes, you? No, in English. Yes. Which one? Number 3. هذا expression مثل ما قال زميلك تعبير fixed ثابت not change. هذا هو يبدأ هيك it is the first يا مرة هذا إلك مثلا سوق سيارة الأولى ثانية second third fourth fifth ووراها time أقول مثلا it is the first time or it is the second time زائد جملة مضارع تام بسيط. I have driven a car. I have drank coffee. I have been to Baghdad. Okay? Yes, so again, who can repeat? Yes, your name? Yes, Zain? Zain Abidin?
Been to,
Yes?
it's mean visited.
Yes?
We use it when you go to place
Yeah,
and you come back.
good.
Like, have you been to China?
Yeah.
The second one, we use the perfect simple when we do something and it's not finished yet.
Yes, good.
Like I have read the books this week.
Yes. This means that not the action is not finished. I mean the time. Yeah, those periods are not finished at the time. The period itself is not finished, not the activity. Yes. Okay, thank you. Who else, ladies? Yes, you, please. You? Yes, your name? Yes, Ghafran? Yes, good. Yes, thank you. Who else? Zainab? Yes, Zainab.
We heard you've been told mean visited that mean someone gone and come back. And we use present perfect simple with today, this year, this week, and when we're talking about something happened in an end, but the time it's not end yet.
Yes.
And
Yes, thank you. That's enough.
the third one I'm not understanding so much.
The third one. سألنا زميلي هسه هو this is an expression, fixed an expression. إنه with this expression we have to use هو الفكرة the idea is that with this expression we have to use what? We have to use present perfect simple. هذا الexpression يقول it is the first time, it is the second time, it is the third time. إنه you have to use the present perfect simple, not the past.
That's mean when I have a number of day or
Yeah, number of things that you have done. When you're trying to count the number of things that you have done till now, you have to use this expression with the present perfect simple. Yeah, another expression is not possible to be followed to be followed by the past simple. It should be followed by what? By present perfect simple. Okay? هذا الاكسبريشن من أجل this is the first time تقولون كم مرة أنا مسوي شيء معين إنه you have to use the present perfect not the past. Okay? If you don't, any question? Sure? Well, page 17 exercises 1 and 3 only. Yes, please. Yes. Yes, good. Number 2.
have you ever been?
To California. Yes, thank you. Who else? Number 4. Number 4. Marwa? Yes, ma'am.
Have you ever spoken to your famous?
Yes, good. Famous people. Yes. Who else? Yes, 5.
Most beautiful place.
Yes.
Visit. What's have you?
What's the most
What's the most
beautiful place?
beautiful Next, have you visited?
Yeah, good. Have you visited? Okay. Exercise 3, 8-3. Yes, please.
Complete the sentence using today, this year, this term.
Yes, this year, today, this term, this week. Yeah.
Two.
Two.
I read a newspaper
Yesterday.
yesterday.
But
I haven't read one today.
good. Number 4. Number 4. Yes, you please, baby. Yes.
Trahi worked hard at school last term,
Number 4. Okay.
yes,
Number 4. Yes. Tracy
but he
worked hard at school last term,
but he hasn't worked hard.
but he hasn't worked hard
this
this
tomorrow.
this term. He hasn't worked hard this term. Okay, now turn the page, please. Unit 9. So this unit, unit 9, we're going to tackle present perfect continuous, which is very important and sometimes confusing confusing. Why? Because you might confuse it with what? With the present perfect symbol. I want you to differentiate between present perfect continuous with the present perfect symbol. To start with, if we look at the example here, the ground is wet. It has been raining. What does that mean? It's been raining. Yes.
The activity was done in the past and nearly stopped or never, but
Yes, thank you. No?
It has been raining in the past and has recently stopped.
Yeah, it has recently stopped. So we use the present perfect continuous. Look, from the word continuous, which means continuity. Whenever you have the word continuous, this means that you have ing and you have continuity of the action. When you speak continuous, continuity of the action. So we use the present perfect continuous to talk about an action that has just stopped or recently stopped. Yeah, for example, early in the morning, I opened the door of the house, and I found that the ground is wet. I mean, the ground is wet. This means that it has been what? And it has just stopped. واضح? So we use the present perfect continuous to talk about an action that happened in the past and continued until what? Until the time of speaking. And it has stopped or just stopped, recently stopped. واضح؟ يستخدم التعبير عن حدث صار بالماضي واستمر إلى وقت الكلام أو توقف حالا. قبل ما أحكي أنا توقف لأنه I opened the door and I found that the ground is wet. الأرض مبلل. إذن it has been what? It has been raining and it has just stopped or recently stopped. واضح هذه؟ دير بالكم present perfect symbol ذاك action that happened and ended at the same time. But we have the result only in the present time. ذاك صار وانتهى. What we have is only the result. But with the present perfect continuous, we have all the activity which continued what? Until now. واضح؟ This is the major use of the present perfect symbol. And then الحدث has just stopped or recently stopped. واضح هذه؟ مو واضح؟ هسه تبوي. Then if the action is used, if this tense is used along with for since, so the action is still continuous at the time of speaking, not stop. Not recently stop or just stop. يعني شوف إذا استخدمنا الزمن ويا for since هذه معناها the action started in the past and continued until the time of speaking, not stop. We do not have stoppage here. The action is still continuous. واضح؟ يعني هذا المثال أنا فتحت الباب and I found that the ground is the floor is wet. This means that they have been cleaning the floor for what? For 15 minutes. يعني قبل 15 دقيقة ولحد الآن they are doing what? Cleaning the floor. Okay? We have two possibilities. Present perfect continuous. In the present perfect we have two meanings or two possibilities. The first one تبوي. أنت معنيين بهذا الزمن. ينقل معنيين. The first one, if it is not used with for or since, this means that the action happened in the past and just stopped. الزمن الحدث حدث بالماضي وانتهى توا. والمثال انه انا طلعت لقيت الارضيه مبلله. The ground is wet. This means that it has been raining. كانت تمطر ولكن it has just stopped. انتهت توا. هذا المعنى الاول. واضح؟ Okay? Okay? An action that happened in the past and just stopped. This is number one. Okay? Number two, sometimes the action has not just stopped, but the action is still continuous. When do we have such situation? We have such situation when what? When the words since and for are used along with what? With the present perfect continuous. إذا عندنا since و for لا. هذا مو الحدث انتهى تمام. هذا الحدث صار ولا يزال مستمر. يعني أنا من فتحت الباب لقيتهم بعدهم شو يسوون؟ ينظفون بالأرض. وهاي الجملة. They have been cleaning the floor for what? From the word for, we can conclude that the action is still continuous at the time of speaking. واضح? Clear? Sure? We have two possibilities. هناك عندنا معنى واحد. In the present perfect symbol we have only one meaning, one possibility, which is an action happened in the past and ended at the same time, but at the time of speaking we have just the result. نتيجة فقط. أنا طبقت لقيت الشباك مثلا مكسور. سووه بالماضي وعندنا فقط الريزلت نتيجة. هذا لا. Present perfect continuous we have two meanings. The first one is that the action is just stopped or the action is still continuous. These are two examples. هذا مال المطر when it has been raining. هذا فتحت الباب القابلة لقيتها استوى منتهية مطر. وهذا مال فتحت الباب ولقيتهم ينظفون هذا. They have been building a house. أشوف أنقاض ولوريات إيش يسوون؟ أنت شو تقول لي؟ They have been building a house for 6 months since January, since 2010. Okay? هذا الأكشن itself is still continuous. The whole action, not only the result. واضح؟ من اسمه continuous. حدث صار بالماضي ولا يزال مستمر. يمتى إذا ايش عندي؟ وإذا ما عندي since before? The action just stopped. واضح؟ The question word that is used with this tense is how long. How many are used with the present perfect simple. While how long is used with the present perfect simple. If you would like to make a question, in the present perfect simple, you have to use the question word how long. ماكو هنا ماكو what. ماكو why, ماكو where, ماكو who, how, شكو. How long is the only question word that is used in the present perfect continuous. وهذا مثال تسألني how long have you been teaching؟ إيش قد صار لك تدرس for long فيعني throughout the time per lifetime. واضح؟ Okay؟ وهذا exercise هذا two sentences. This is a comparison. Compare between I am working and I have been working. Compare. Who can compare between the sentences? I am work. شوفون لخي. I am working and I have been working.
Sir.
Yes. Yeah. Who said sir? No. Yes, please.
First one, present continuous.
Yes. Present continuous. Yeah.
First two.
The second one.
Second two.
The second one. Eh? Number 2. Okay. ايش بيها؟ Present perfect. Is that all? Is this no? This is not comparison. You have to support your answer with meaning. You have to justification. You have to give reasons. You have to talk to elaborate upon it. Not just telling me that this is present perfect and this is the present continuous. Of course, this is present continuous from the rule. Subject amu ing. This is subject. This is present perfect. But you have to show me how. What do they mean? What do the two sentences mean? Yes, please.
The first one, I'm working.
Yes, هذا magnificent.
Yes, I'm working. It's mean I was working until this moment.
Yes.
And I'm not finishing.
Yes.
The second one, I have been working. It's mean I was working and I finished.
Yeah, somehow. Yes, please.
In the first sentence, I am working. Is I'm just at this moment I start the work and
I'm still working. Yeah, the first one. This means that I'm still working. This is a not complete action because I am still working. I'm still lecturing. I'm still explaining. Well, the second one. I started working, for example, and I just finished. ليش just finished? لأنه we do not have what?
Yes.
So this means that I have just finished working. شوفني تعبان قل ايش بيك أقول لك I have been working. This means that this is a complete action. Complete لأنه I have just stopped. Finished action. Complete action. Okay? But the first one, no, I am still working at the time of speaking. Well, of course, this is present continuous and this is present perfect continuous. واضح؟ بالامتحان تقولي the first one means that you are or I am still working at the time of speaking. هذا تقول لي I started working some time ago, and now I just finished, or I just stopped.
And there is a connection
With now, of course, there's a connection with now. Hassan, you have any question with the present perfect simple? I mean continuous. Any question? Any question? Yeah, who can repeat? Yes? Yes? Yes. Who else? Yes, eh?
Speaking in the past, and it's continuous right now, or maybe it's just finished right now. When we follow the four or six in the sentences, that means the job it's not finished right now. When we not follow it,
Yes, okay. Yeah, thank you. Yes, please.
we use how long, only how long with the sentence questions for present perfect.
Yes. Who else? Yes, please. Your name? Yes, Rada. Okay, thank you, Rada. Yes, please. Your name? Yes, Hussein. Can we talk? Yes, okay. I'm going to repeat them. Present perfect, continuous. From the word continuous, this means that we have continuity. But is the continuity is it still continuous, or it has just stopped? This depends on finding those two words. If you find four sentences in the sentence, this means that the action happened or started in the past and is still continuing till the time of speaking. وهاي الجملة. I have been lecturing you for 1 hour. أنا دا أشرح لكم قصة صار لي. I have been explaining for 60 minutes. صح؟ لأنه the action is still continuous. احنا امتى بدينا؟ We started in the past and we are still explaining. صحيح؟ So if you find the words for this means that the action is still continuous. I have been lecturing you for 1 hour. صح؟ هذه continuous. But sometimes if you don't find the two words for this means that the action happened in the past, started in the past, and has just stopped. مثل ما قلت لكم, the ground is wet. I open the door to find that the ground is wet. This means that, but there is no rain. There is no rain. This means that it has been what? But now, is it raining now? No, it has just finished. It has just stopped. Okay? واضح؟ هذه يمتى إذا ما لقينا since for معناها الأكشن has just stopped. أنا بس لقيت الأمرين بدلين. لأنما أنا أحكي وأنا I'm still lecturing you. أقول I have been lecturing you for 1 hour. The action is still continuous. Why? Because simply by using the words for since and the question word that is used with this sense, question word that is استفهام هي how long. You cannot ask a question by using what, why, where. You have to ask question by using how long. Okay? وهذا comparison between I am working or I have been working. I am working معناها I am working now. I am lecturing you now at the time of speaking. Then I have been working. This means I've been working. We found that my يعني جيت إيدي مدهنة معناها I have been working. I have just stopped working. واضح؟ واضح؟ Clear? Any question? Sure? Okay. Page 19. exercises 3 and 4. 3 and 4. Yes, exercise 3. Your name is Zahra. Raise your voice, Zahra. Raise your voice. Yes.
We are turning for the bus. We started voting 20 minutes ago.
Yes. This it becomes شو تصير؟
We have been.
Yeah.
We have been
We have been working. We have been waiting for the bus for 20 minutes. Yeah. Yes. Number 4. Number 3.
I'm learning Spanish. I started class in December. I've been learning Spanish.
Yeah, I've been learning Spanish.
Since December.
Yes, in December. Exercise 4. Yes, your name? No? Yes, no? Exercise 4. But yes, put the verb. Exercise 4. Wait a minute. Number 2. Hello, Tom. Yes, I look for you. Where have you been? Just say it. Yes? I have been looking for you. Yes. Number 3.
Yes.
Your name? Yes. Why you look at me like that? Stop it. No. هو ده يقول لو present continuous or present perfect continuous. Yes. Why are you looking? This is present continuous. I'm at the time of speaking, I am explaining, I'm lecturing you as someone's looking at me in a strange way. I'm asking him, why are you looking at me like that? Stop it. Okay? Yes. That's enough for this unit. In unit 10, we have no new information at all. We have just a comparison between 2 sentences. I want someone to start reading section A, okay? To give you the sentences with their comparison. Who can start reading section A? Hassan? اللي وراك اسمه؟ Yes, read Hassan. Yes, the activity. The lines next to them, to this picture. اقرأ بعد مقابلها. Action. Yes, thank you. That's it. So, how can you compare between these sentences? Compare between she has painted the ceiling and she has been painting the ceiling. Compare between them. What is the difference between them? Yes, please.
So the first is ending action,
Yes.
and the second is still happening.
Yes, fine. Who else? Your name? نعم تفضل. Yes, who else? Of course, if you want to start compare between the two sentences, first of all, you have to say that the first one is the present perfect simple, صح? The second one is the present perfect continuous. And the first one, she has painted the ceiling. The ceiling was white. Now the ceiling was red. Okay. Now the ceiling is what? Which color? White. Is it complete action or incomplete? So the first one, the first sentence, we have complete action. Why? Because we have only we have what? Result. احنا ما ندخل. We do not have. The action doesn't matter. What matters is the result itself. So the first one is a complete action because the ceiling was red and now it is what? It's white. So it is a complete action and we have just the result. And the second one, she has been painting. Half of the ceiling is not yet painted. نص من السقف بعدها ما مصبوغ. And then, has it finished? No. So it is incomplete. And what do we have? We have the activity itself. Okay? The first one she has painted. هسه السقف ذات بقولها وكلها شلون لونه؟ أبيض. And then we have what? Because it is a complete action. While the second one نص من السقف من باوعه ايش بيه؟ احمر. اذا ايش عندنا هسه هنا بعدنا ايش عندنا؟ عندنا the activity of what? Of painting. Because we have what? Incomplete action. She has been painting the ceiling. معناها لحد الان ما منتهي صبغ. Then we have the activity itself, not the result. إذا عندنا result معناها مكمل. إذا ما مكمل ايش عندنا؟ Because she is still painting the ceiling. Okay? So you have to write those words in your answer. The first one is present perfect simple. We have complete action because we have only the result. The result because it is a complete action. The second one, we have the activity itself. Why? Because it is incomplete action. The action is still happening. Okay? Hi, this is all about Unit 10. This is all about Unit 10. And don't forget, you have some verbs at Unit 4. Unit 4 that are not normally used in the present perfect. That are not normally used in the continuous. تذكرون الأفعال. Like, love, want, mean, know, or hear, seem. Those verbs are not used in the continuous. The same thing apply here.